There we go.
Only fretters unite.
We're here. We're straight because we're at your mom's house. I don't know what I was doing.
That's
I
right.
don't know where I was going with that.
Baseball season's in full swing.
Yeah.
And people
I don't follow it, but I hear the Braves are killing it.
Oh, I'm sure they are.
ATL represent.
Mariners are having a rough start to the year, but I think they're turning it around a little bit, which is always good for the Pacific Northwest. Hard to be a Pacific Northwest sports fan. They always, like the Trailblazers made the playoffs this year.
Right.
But we got diced in the first round by the San Antonio Spurs, and it's just, that happens all the time.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, it's just really, really hard to be a sports fan in rain country. It's never that great. So
it's easy to be a sports fan here because there's nothing to do other than play sports in some places.
Right.
shout out Roll Tide. That's all they got to do in Alabama. That's why they're so good at football.
Which is also why your professional teams are always so good at stuff.
Yeah.
The Atlanta Hawks have former Portland Trailblazer C.J. McCollum on their squad right now, and he has been going ham in the postseason, which is fun to see because C.J. is like the 5th leading scorer all time for the Trailblazers.
Right.
So he's like a fan favorite. Like we loved him like 6-7 years ago, like when he was here, and it's good to see him playing well. Oh no!
Right.
Steve's at our mom's house.
Yeah, he is.
Is it May Day? It's May Day.
May Day.
All right. What's up, Yossi? Steve? What's going on, bros? I'm sure Mark is lurking.
Probably.
Well, speaking of going ham, Jonathan's comments section went ham this week, and we're just going to talk about it a little bit.
And we will after we roll that intro.
Let's do it.
You're live in 3, 2, 1.
I got to do it this time.
Very nice. Love it. Well, I guess for starters, it's Strat Day.
It is.
Yep. Jonathan has his Halloween Strat, I believe it's called.
I do. Yes. Good old Halloween Strat. I still need to put the pumpkin sticker on it, but I got to find a good pumpkin sticker. That's the middle pickup. We were talking about the middle pickup.
Oh, yeah.
So underrated. That's a new chord.
That is a new word. Taste?
Yeah.
That's
that was
like a
on accident. I meant to play this.
Happy Cody and Cambria song might start out with that chord.
I meant to play this, but then I went here.
I like it.
I like that. Yeah. There you go.
Hot
Great.
question for Jonathan right off the bat here. Did you send the Epiphone back?
Yes.
Oh,
I did.
So
yeah, I had a lot of people react to that video as I kind of expected. That's why I made it. But yeah, a lot of people are like, I think it's worth fixing it. I think it's worth it, whatever. But I'm like, yeah, but realistically, I mean, how expensive would that be, first off? And then second off, I don't know. I just don't necessarily think taking the fingerboard off and then putting it back is going to pan out too well. You'd have to get somebody that knows how to fix that. Because everybody keeps thinking it's the nut. It wasn't the nut. It's the whole rod. Right. The rod is like physically loose in the neck. So the nut, you can still put an Allen key in there and adjust it. It's not stripped. The rod itself in the neck is stripped.
Okay.
So it's a lot more work than what a lot of people seem to be thinking. But either way, I will say this. If somebody gets it and decides they want to fix it, I think it is worth fixing it. Just not worth it to me.
For your time, yeah.
Not for me, yeah.
That's fair.
So.
Yeah, I mean, I think, the whole thing about these guitars, and if you take it personally or they mean something to you, like anytime you get kind of like a dud or something that puts up a barrier to playing it, or even
Right.
just makes you think a little less of it, at that point, it's just kind of like somebody else will get, like you said, somebody else will get it and they'll put the time in and they'll make a YouTube video out of it and it'll be awesome. And, you know, turn that thing around and it'll have a brand new life ahead of it. But
Right.
that isn't the same for maybe a more player oriented guitarist rather than like a builder oriented guitarist.
Yeah.
Like if you get one and you can't play it, like, and it doesn't feel right and stuff, you're probably, you personally are probably just gonna, you know, flip that on through.
Right.
Where somebody else might get it and they want the broken thing so that they can fix it. You know, we got a buddy in the community named BCG Guitars, and he, you know, he likes to fix stuff. That's like his jam, you know, kind of like Dave's World of Fun Stuff
Right.
kind
Yeah.
of vibes. And those guitars are great for guys like that. They might not be great for, you know, a guitarist that wants to sit
Right.
down and play and show off a guitar or something.
Right. And I think that to your point, making it like, you know, someone getting it, putting it on YouTube, a luthier channel would benefit greatly from something like that. You know, so
Yeah.
yeah, Steve's saying they refunded him all but $100 to keep the PV tube amp that he bought. I will say what you want about Guitar Center. I can even say this in this experience. Their refund policy is like unmatched, I think, in
It's like
in the industry.
Walmart. Like, you don't even need to buy it here. We'll take it back.
Right. Just
Yeah.
they'll take it back. You have 45 days as opposed to 30. And then realistically, like when I took the guitar back, like I have some really cool dudes that work at one of my local ones that I go to. It just depends on what day you're in there. And this dude was like, well, just to give a little backstory, if you take something back to Guitar Center that you bought online, generally you eat the shipping. It's like $20.
Sure.
Right. Which is fine. But this guy gave me all the money basically since it was broken, it was on us. I would give you all your money back. So I ended up getting $20 or $30 more than I thought I was. Because usually I can kind of predict what I'm going to get back. It's usually a little different depending on tax and all that kind of stuff too. But yeah, he was cool about it. So if, you know, depending on who's working that day and where and all that kind of stuff, I guess what kind of mood they're in. He had just had a chicken biscuit, he said, so he was
Feeling
living
pretty
it.
good
He was
about
feeling
life.
good.
The chicken biscuit turned my day around. Buddy.
Yeah, it did.
They can do that.
Right. And then I will say, I think I posted it already. I did, instead of just taking the money back, I did end up doing an exchange. So I got something else that's
There
really
you
cool
go.
that is a lot
Yeah,
better. So
baby.
I think I just finished editing the video on that. So it should be going up in a little bit
Nice.
soon. Maybe sometime later next week, early next week. I don't know. I'll check
All
my
right.
schedule.
Well, I've just got the old Squire 920D custom Texas wound pickups.
Yeah.
Got the original plate and dang it, why can't I
That's a
remember?
bridge.
The string guides down here. Yeah, the bridge saddles. Thank
Saddles.
you.
There you go.
But I did put a fat Guyker or Music Lily block under it so that this thing like really like it's, you know, it stays in place unless you mean it to move. And also on the middle pickup, because today is not only Strat Day, it's middle pickup day.
Yes, it is.
Anyway, so we can't help ourselves, Jonathan. We have to put people on blast when they act up in the comments section. And
Yes,
you
I
had
do.
an exquisite example of that just yesterday or the day before. And
Yeah, it
even
was-
I was compelled to jump in, which I only do in extreme circumstances.
Right. Yeah. Let me see. I might do this. Let me.
There we go.
All right. We see it. We're good.
Let's add it to the scene.
Yeah, add it to minimize my thing. There we go.
And let me crop it just so we've got just the, oh wait, that's the wrong, hold on, crop, good. Boys, this is a doozy. So
It
everything, do you want that whole window there? Let's do that whole window right there.
There you go. Yeah,
All
because I'm
right,
just gonna flip through the things there.
and then let me blow it up a little.
So yeah. So this is just the beginning of this saga, but it's also an ongoing saga at the same time. And I'll explain. So this dude right here, uh, I'll put him on blast. I don't really care. Angelo Ricchetti. Okay. I don't know what it is with this guy. I don't know if there's some kind of mental issue going on here. I don't know if he is just egotistical. I don't know. But when I tell you he has copy pasta replies, it's the exact same reply. He might add something to the beginning, but everything else is word for word, note for note the same.
Yes,
Busted.
you have been.
But if you basically say anything bad about Epiphone, I mean he's in it.
Really?
Really.
So
anything.
you think like internet wide, he's just got like a bot that searches for negative Epiphone review?
I wouldn't be surprised, but I can tell you from experience. So this guy, it's funny that he has just now found my YouTube channel not that long ago. It's been maybe a couple of months. This is not the first encounter I've had with this fellow on YouTube or in general. So I have been in a Facebook group called Epiphone Les Paul Owners for a long time. And this guy has made, I don't know how many different Facebook accounts. He's been on Facebook and had so many of them banned and stuff because people report him because he's just an asshole
Okay.
on this kind of stuff. So
A history of violence, if you will.
he has a history, yes. And then I was telling you earlier too, I have a friend that lives in England. And she runs, like, I guess she manages a couple of different Epiphone pages too. And, you know, they're all kind of interconnected communities. And they know this guy because he's so prevalent in it. So it's just funny that he's on here. But yeah, so basically him starting here, your generation shouldn't be allowed to even own a used condom. And he always censors himself, which I think is funny. Let alone a vintage Epiphone. Oh, this who makes Epiphones. American and Asian luthiers do work together. So that's his big thing. Okay. He loves this dude called Scott Lewis. The legend of Scott Lewis. He is the guy that basically runs the Epiphone factory in China. Okay.
Okay.
So there is an American person in China running Epiphone's factory.
You think it's like his brother or something?
I don't even think they're related. I think he just has a massive heart on for this guy. I really don't get it.
My gosh.
So he does that. He'll always say, you know, yeah, they're American made, this, that, and the other, da 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 da, you know, in China, and American master builders, and they train, and I'm just like, and it is literally that, just every single time.
Oh my gosh.
And
I can
so
pull
then-
back up the layer if you want to talk a little bit more or
Oh,
show
okay.
us more of the. There we go.
Well, so what I was going to do
Yeah.
is I was going to show you. So he says all that. And then I think that this was beautiful. It's right at the
Yes.
end. But I said, you sound jealous, old friend. Because, again, I know this guy. Besides, this is a Taiwanese-made Epiphone. Right? So I was just pointing that out.
Yes.
No Americans were involved, to my understanding. I don't think that there were. But and I corrected that sense. So your old copy-paste prepared statement doesn't work on this video. Whatever. We all wish you were a used condom in a landfill somewhere instead of on YouTube. I was just like,
That was so good.
Mwah, beautiful. I
Yeah.
was taking bows. I mean, it was great.
Yep.
So yeah, there's that. And I mean, it's gone on from there since. And I think he finally got to a point where he just stopped. And I'm like, good. Thank
Good.
God, finally, because I just was...
Ideal situation. You
Right.
stop talking would be.
And it's fun to engage with him sometimes because he will just go on and on and on. Like to the point where if you check out his YouTube channel, he's got like 2 shorts on there
lawnmowers.
about lawnmowers. And if you look
That's
at the
what I said
comments
to
on
him.
that,
I was like, dude, get back on your lawnmower. I was like, nobody cares what you think. Nobody cares what you think you know. Like, nobody cares about any of this stuff that you're talking about. Like, you're
Right.
just ranting and you sound dumb.
Right,
I think
and-
I stole a line from not Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, where I was like, everyone who has been unfortunate enough to read your comments is dumber for
Is
having
now
read
dumber
them.
for having
Yeah.
read it.
Yeah. It's just like I don't understand the lot. Maybe we, maybe we
I
can
don't get it.
commiserate on the logic of somebody who thinks that they're like doing a service because they
Yeah.
think that they're like Superman in that situation.
Oh yeah.
Like they come
And
in, they're like, I'm gonna make sure that they know what I think I know, so that they know they're wrong.
because they got something to prove, and it's like you're not proving anything other than
Yeah,
you're insufferable. The other thing that he likes to post is whenever I said, "Oh, you sound jealous," he's like, "Oh, me, really jealous?" And then he posts this like prepared. It's almost like he went to ChatGPT, but I don't know where ChatGPT got this information from other than himself talking about how he's this professional musician. His biggest influence is Eddie Van Halen. He's played in all these bands. He's been doing it for this, playing since whatever. Like, I know
Yeah.
it because I've read it so many times.
yeah, yeah.
Because he's posted everywhere. But the funny thing is when you Google him, the only thing that comes up are these batshit crazy posts, his Facebook pages, nothing about these bands,
And
nothing
2
about any
lawnmower
music
videos.
that he's done, 2 lawnmower videos, that's it. I'm like, where are you getting all this information from? You
Yeah.
have all this credit that and he's like never shown his work. It's, I don't know. And he always says, "Oh, you just keep running your mouth and you've been caught lying." So I started throwing that in there too. He said, "Oh, it sounds like you've been caught lying, bud." And I guess that pissed him off because,
Well, I mean, just for
you see, your mom keeps them all. That's if we decide to use them. Maybe we'll pull them out and maybe we can take a look at them.
just like, that's funny. Oh man, that's hilarious. No,
But
I
yeah,
mean,
no, he's crazy.
For all the fellow YouTubers out there, everybody knows if you ever see a comment that's this long, you're not reading that at all. Like you're moving right along. Or if you do end up reading it, like you have some context with this guy, right?
Yeah.
Every once in a while you'll see like a big long comment and you'll be like, yeah, I feel like fighting today. Let me see what this guy has to say, But it really is just like the silliest freaking
Right. I'm just like,
strategy.
it's YouTube, man.
Yeah.
Like, you spent all this time. Like, that's the ultimate there, is when you spend that entire time writing out this novel of something that nobody's going to, and then there's no interaction to it. Like, that's
Right.
the beauty of it, because they just wasted all that time for you to be like, nope. Sometimes if I see that it's really long and it's positive, I'll like it. Like, I'll heart it or whatever just to show that I read it or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to break anybody's heart if that's the case. Don't leave me a super long novel, please. But either way, if I find something in it too long, most definitely won't read. That is right, Steve. Yes. But yeah, so that's just it's crazy. And I've actually thought about, I don't know if this is in poor taste, but is any of this in good taste? Making an individual video talking about this guy and just being like, does anybody else know what? Because I mean, like 60 Cycle Hum has had this guy in his comments.
Yeah.
Lucas
the
Fowler has had this guy in his comments.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not just he's like on smaller, he's on like bigger channels.
And that's
doing it.
We know, like we talked to Lucas, we know how much of a nerd that guy is about guitars. Like,
Yeah.
if you are feeling brave enough to go challenge Lucas Fowler's like guitar knowledge, like historical guitar knowledge, and like, even down to the intricacies and the inner workings and like how he works on these things, he like builds them.
Yeah.
I mean, you're feeling pretty brave at that point. Like, I just don't know. I would never, ever, ever in a million years. I have written like contradictory comments and stuff like that. And then what I do is I delete them
Yeah.
before. It's like writing an angry work email and then not
Yeah.
sending it.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you got to write it, get your thought out, but then I just delete them and I'm like, I'm not going to jam up. Even if I totally hate this person, which
I actually bought a little thing to write
there you
stuff
go.
like that in.
Hateful comments here.
It's a bunch of different things, but yeah, I've put
This
like my
is,
thoughts in there, like this guy sucks, like
Let me
There you
see.
go. See?
This is my little black book of people I want to throat punch.
There you go. See?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes it's good to
And
just have that pen and paper and just physically, because then you can
yeah,
really think.
it's just the exercise of like getting your thought out and then promptly keeping that shit to yourself because
Yes.
that is frankly that's what's wrong with the country in my opinion is that we don't keep enough to ourselves anymore. But apart from that, that's definitely what's wrong with the internet.
As we're
For
literally airing out comment dirty laundry on the internet
true,
for
true.
people to see
Uh,
live.
are we hypocritical? Are we hypocrite? I mean, is it hypocritical?
I don't even think
I
it's
don't think in
hypocritical because he
response.
brought
It's
he brought
self-defense.
his business into it.
Yes, it's
You know, he did
self-defense.
it to himself. We're not going and like actively trying to like. So that's where I'm kind
Georgia
of
has
like,
stand your ground laws, so I think we're good.
yeah, yeah, and so I that's the thing that I've kind of thought about for a while. Actually, not even just, but this experience just kind of made it a little more. Should I make a video on this guy just to be like, this guy is like this notorious internet, I don't want to call him a bully, but he's trying to be a bully.
Troll.
He's just a troll. Yeah, I'm like, and I even called him. I was like, you're a professional troll, dude. Like, what are you doing? So it's almost like, do you want to give this person a platform? Do you want to be called out as like an internet bully yourself, like you're cyberbullying this guy because he has a mental problem or he is this or he is that? I
Right.
don't think it's a mental thing. I think that he is literally just some at some point in his life, and this is another problem with a bunch of people. At some point in his life, he was pandered to, he was given everything, he was told, "Good
He's
job."
he's right
He
all
was
the
right.
time. Yeah.
He's probably an only child, nothing to only children out there, but you know, you do get a little spoiled.
It does happen.
You know, it's like first daughters. Like my daughter, rotten, spoiled rotten, but she's humble in her own way because if you do it right, you can have both, right?
Yeah, that's how my son is too. He was the
Yeah.
only child for a couple years. And
Which is like my
so
son's the only boy. I mean, he's spoiled in his own way,
he
right?
can
So it's
be
like you can do
very,
it the
yeah,
right
they
way.
can all be like very expectant
Yeah.
of certain treatment, and you have to nip that in the bud. Otherwise, you end up with that guy.
Yeah, but y'all let me know if that's something I should do. I mean, because it wouldn't be in poor taste like this guy's like, you know, attacking it, but it would just be like, hey, be aware of this guy. Like, you know, yeah, he's kind of a dick. Why? You know, like exploring this. You know, like a psychological thing. It's still
Yeah.
guitar related. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We've talked about this guy
Guitar
longer.
community related for sure. What
Yeah.
does Spring say? Some of these guys were nursing up until 120 months or later. 120,
10 years.
10 years old. My kids nurse, my oldest nurse till he was like 2.5. Both of them, they say like if they can go until they're like 3, it's really good for their brain. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I call them my titty boys because they're always up under the titty the whole time. I literally call them titty boy, like when they're and I do
That's
it.
what your mom calls me too, man. Don't worry,
Hey,
it's okay.
I do it lovingly. Like I'm like, dude, just like we were coming home from school yesterday. I went to go get them, walking them home from school, and they're both just on me about all the stuff they don't get to do after school and blah blah blah. And I want to go to my friend's house, and they're not old enough, by the way, to just like go to their friend's house. Like we're talking 8, like maybe 8. You could make an argument for he just turned, but
Yeah.
like I mean, I'm talking like 10. 10's like when I'm cool with that for the most part, but
Right.
like. And they're just whining. I was like, you guys are just being a couple of titty boys. Like I never do anything with you. I'm coaching your baseball teams. I'm freaking playing catch with you in the yard.
It's never
play with
enough,
you
man.
all the time. Like we play Pokemon and Magic and video games and all this stuff. I literally spend way more time with you than I ever got to spend with your grandpa. Like, what are you talking about? So that's the
Yeah.
that's the thing. Matching T-shirts with that big titty boy. Just like make it look like spray painted on, like hardcore no fear shirt, like from the '90s. Says just like titty boy on it. Oh, that'd be funny. Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, he sounds that and what's his name? Anthony or Anthony or whatever.
No, it's Angelo Ricchetti.
Angelo. Sounds like a titty boy to me.
He is. He's a titty boy, big old titty boy.
Save that in your holster for next time. You can call him Titty Boy. I don't know
Titty
about the
boy.
video. I mean, the video is like kind of. It depends on how you do it. I think you would probably keep it tasteful and
Yeah.
mostly respectful because that's who you are. But at the same time, like kind of funny and probably take your shots. But I don't know if that makes us hypocrites or not.
Well,
It seems worthy. Like he's doing it in enough places
yeah.
to
No,
where
this isn't like a
problem.
one and done thing where I'm like, oh, this guy would just offended me. Like he doesn't offend me, but it is an ongoing thing that is just like it's a spectacle and it's like a wonderment at this point as to like why is this guy not having his online activity monitored
Right.
to the point where he's not on here like who do you reach out to say, hey, get your dad, your grandpa, your whoever this fellow is. But
Yeah.
yeah.
To Mark's comment, let them boys out. I will tell you that it is something that I wrestle with because I do have that same instinct to just kind of let them go and run the neighborhood and stuff like that. Now, I didn't get to do that because I grew up in a bigger city and furthermore in a kind of not a nice part of town.
Yeah.
So I got to like ride my bike up and down the street, which they get to do. And, I got to go over to a friend's house if they were close, which they also get to do. On Saturday, there was like a little backyard party going on next door, and they have a little boy that's a little younger than mine, but they like to play with him. I let him go over there. My brother was over there, so, and I was working on the house. So, I do let them to a degree, but like every day after school, like I don't have time for this. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, no, it's family time. Like we're all going to be together. And they're like, you're always working on stuff. I'm like, for you, so you don't have to live in a dump. Like, one day they'll
Yeah.
understand. But, yeah,
Mark's just regaling us with his youth,
60
drinking out of the
kid
water
who left in the
hose,
morning.
and
Yeah, I mean,
hung out
there
by the
is-
power box.
I think
Street lights come
Mark,
on, you got to be home.
it's a refinement of because I'm a 80s and 90s kid, so we had that too. Like I got to, but not until about 9 or 10 was I allowed to like during the summertime, like just go off and go to the pool or whatever.
I'm sure Mark's got he's got a story about finding a body in the woods too. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely. Yes,
I'm sure he's there somewhere. Oh God.
I found this body in the woods. So we have a new segment we're going to try out, and now it seems like a really good time for us to jump into that.
Yeah. I'll let you roll this one since.
Yeah, I'll roll the clip, and then we'll get the screen pulled up here. Where is it? There it is.
Jonathan, react to funny shit.
So good.
Beautiful. Love
All right,
it.
so we're gonna pull this up. I want this on. All right, so Jonathan and I have been passing around some really funny like Instagram reels lately. So we're just gonna kind of roll a few of these and watch them and just kind of see how they go. This one's like one of my favorites. So.
And that's about the extent that I do with Freebird is just because I do that all the time. It's funny. I'll do the
Yeah, yeah.
because I'm just like because I'm always making fun of this. I'm like that's all the damn solo is. And
Okay.
everybody's just like, oh, it's
One
so
in the
good.
chat if you sing the solo when you're in your car driving around to any song, like, but certainly, like, I do it a lot with Queen. Like,
You want to know you want to know a problem that I've always had with this type of thing. It's from the movie Step Brothers.
yeah,
Okay, and everybody knows the scene where they're in the car and they're doing "Sweet Child of Mine."
oh yeah,
So when when he goes, okay, I'm gonna, talking to his wife, like, oh, you're flat, you're this. I'm gonna save it with a bass solo. And he goes, wow, I'm Derek, and I can sing high. I'm like, you're doing the bass solo. Why are you singing high? That's my thing. I'm like, you're singing the bass solo high. Why are you singing high? I've always thought that was just funny. It's a stupid thing. It's like a musician would look at that and be like, wait a minute. What are you doing?
That is funny, dude. I love that movie so much. What a national treasure.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies.
You got in here. Foraging and urban farming. What's up?
How did you find your way here, man?
We're foraging for answers in the guitar universe. I mean,
yeah, there you go.
Oh, Mark, what a hater. I can never make it through that movie. It's so funny, dude. Oh
He
my
is literally
God.
like the epitome of just like
He's
grandpa. Like, what is
I
wrong
know,
with
but
you?
like
Get cultured, man.
he's the best internet grandpa you
I
can ask
know.
for, though.
I know he's awesome.
For sure. And so here we'll play. Let's roll the next one. Hey,
And
I
you'll
play
fit right
guitar.
in.
Nice.
You'll fit right in.
Very good. All right, so here's the next one. Everybody loves a good Sweetwater joke.
Oh God.
Oh wait, hang on. I gotta let it roll. Let me pull it back up. Sorry, I'm still getting used to this. Here. Nope, wrong one.
Wrong thing.
There we go. Okay.
Hello?
Hey, Dylan,
Let's
it's
start
just
that over.
Sweetwater up here. How's it going?
Hold on. All right, here we
Thank you, Sweetwater. It's finally here.
There we go.
go. And then
Am I dead?
there's the rep. FaceTime.
I'll FaceTime.
Hey, Dylan, it's just Sweetwater up here. How's it going?
It's always a Dylan.
Saw you just opened that Strat. How's it playing?
I haven't even played it yet, man.
Oh, good, Dylan. You keep rocking, my friend. I'll see you later.
All right, man. See ya. Still better in Guitar Center. Thank you, Sweetwater.
Okay.
Oh, Jonathan. He threw,
Okay,
a,
so-
he threw a zinger in there right at
He
the
did.
end.
He threw his zinger. Now look, if no one's ever ordered from Sweetwater, these jokes, they're not jokes.
That's
they
how
really
it
do
goes,
that.
dude.
The only thing that is over exaggerated in these at all is the amount of candy you get and the type of candy you get, because it's always the same, like freaking bit of honey and the Smarties and like the banana Laffy Taffies. It's like they have a bunch of candy left over from Halloween that they got donated that nobody wanted. It's like, it's crazy. Or you get a Tootsie Roll. Sorry. I do like a good Tootsie Roll.
Foraging, I think you're the first female ever in chat on this podcast. Just so you know.
We did it.
We did it. We finally
did
got
it.
We got a girl. Like,
Well, now we got to
when-
sweat. I'm just
Like when my daughter was born, we finally got a girl. It's
Well, welcome. Welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Sorry, it is like a locker room in here. We do stream every day live from your mom's house. Just
Even
so
yours.
you know.
Even your mom's house.
And we will not stop the mama jokes just because there's a potential mama in the crowd. We run those. At the end of the day, we're all human. It shapes who we are as individuals. I don't know what that's in order in.
What is that in
No
response to?
mom joke. No, we're telling mom jokes. I mean, we
Oh,
don't
no.
joke about your mom, Mark. We're very serious about her, but
Yeah.
we do joke about moms.
She is a nice, mature woman.
All right, let's do another one. Let's see. What's next? Oh, there we go. Just a couple quick mom jokes.
All right, so there's
All right, here we go.
the x-axis, the y-axis.
Yeah.
All right. On this side is songs that are bad, and on this side is songs that are good. These are songs that are fun, and then songs that are unfun. For instance, like a good unfun song is Hallelujah. You know it's good, but it's unfun. And then a song that's fun and good is that MGMT song
That one to do coke too.
for cocaine.
This song for cocaine.
You're having a good time already. Where's the blow? But in order to determine any of this, you need a baseline song. What is the song that is at the center of the universe, that is just a fact? And the fact song is Bob Seger, old time rock And roll. He's just singing about that. It is
About
fun
that.
ish. It is bad ish. It is good ish. It is unfun ish. It is a fact. It is the center of
There
this.
you have it.
So
Bob
go ahead,
Seger.
take care. Do what you need to do with this.
Bob Seger at the center of the universe.
The baseline for everything fun, unfun, good, bad, and indifferent.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Ugh.
I could get down with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like some
It-
good Bob Seger sometimes. That song I could probably live without. That'd be a good little thing to talk about too.
I mean, I think it is funny because he's not wrong about his assessment of that whatsoever. There is nothing complex enough about that song to make it like, it's not like a Rush song where you're listening to the intricacies of the music or anything. It's very surface level. Like,
It's just there,
and enough
but in
people,
a good way.
yeah, and like enough people complain and woo at the bar when it comes on, the
Right.
jukebox. Like, it's like, oh god, and you got like 5 or 6 guys, and they're mostly like musicians that are just sick of hearing it. And then there's like some 22-year-old who's like, I love this song, and like there's enough of like it really is the fact. Like, it is
Moms
the
in their
baseline.
40s and 50s remember Risky Business, where Tom Cruise slid in there, and it's like, oh yeah, that's why they think of it. So,
Yeah,
But-
absolutely. Oh, Jimmy's here. I didn't even see you come in, bro. What up? So that's our new segment. Let us know if you like it or hate it. We're probably going to do it anyway, just to break up Jonathan and I endlessly rambling.
Yes, it's almost like our little bumps that we do. Haven't done one yet, but we'll probably do one here in a little bit.
Speaking of which, yeah.
Yeah. So I actually had that and I think that this segment will be good because what it'll do is it'll give us ideas to continue on with.
Right.
Here's an idea. What are songs that, in comments, get them going. What are songs that you could never hear again? You've heard either you just dislike them
Maxed
so
out.
much, you're maxed out on them, you've heard them for 20 years, 30 years, you're just tired of hearing them. What's a song that you could go the rest of your life without ever hearing again and be completely happy? Not that it's a bad song necessarily. If it's a bad song, throw it in there. But if it's a great song, like, good example, Bohemian Rhapsody, great song, masterpiece of a song.
Sure.
I could never hear it again in my life and be happy. I just throwing that out
Really?
there. Really.
I don't
Yes.
need to hear Bohemian Rhapsody again. It is ingrained in my DNA at this point. I
Yeah.
watched Wayne's World when I was a kid. Like, it's in there. So
Right.
I think there's a lot of stuff like that that I've heard over the years, and I'd be like, I'm kind of done. I can more easily like pinpoint songs that I will always listen to. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I like everything. I like country and hip hop. I mean, you can ask me about the intricacies of like No Fences by Garth Brooks album or Chronic 2001, like, or whatever, like Fall Out Boy from Under the Cork Tree. Like, did you get the extended version with the extra songs on them and the 3 versions of, like, I know about albums a lot. The ones I love anyway. Hot for Teacher. There you go.
That's a hot
good one.
take. That's a good one.
I could more easily answer the question of songs that, like, I was in the car yesterday, and we were doing like a car swap thing because one of them had to go in the shop, my wife and I, and I was getting out, and Neon Moon by Brooks and Dunn was on. It's a
Oh,
country
yeah.
song,
Yep.
and I literally left the car running and opened the car door and just let it play at full blast while I went and got the car seat. I was like, and Whitney's like, my wife, she's like, what do you got the music going for? I was like, it's Neon Moon. I'm not turning that off ever. It never goes. If we show up to the hospital and the baby's coming and Neon Moon is on the radio, we're waiting until it's over to go inside the hospital and deliver the baby.
Tell
Like,
them to come out here.
we'll deliver the baby in the car if we have to. If you catch me right at the start where he's like, the sun goes down, on my side of town. We're gonna be in here for 3 minutes. Like we're not leaving.
And if it's at night with a neon moon, I mean,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
coming
I mean,
outside.
it could be
they're coming outside.
But like, you know, I think it's easier for me to like pick up on songs like that never go off. Black Dog by Led Zeppelin, like whatever it is, than a song I never need to hear. I could say I'll actually pander to you a little and say like All Along the Watchtower by Jimi Hendrix. I think I've got it.
Yeah.
I think we're good. I could listen to any number of other Jimi Hendrix songs over and over and over again.
Right.
All Along the Watchtower, I think I got it.
Right. Well, see, that's the same thing with me. As much as I sit and just, you know, not necessarily bash on Jimi Hendrix. I mean, I can listen to some of his songs and be like,
Sure.
hey, cool. But yeah, All Along the Watchtower, yeah, I could, you know, I could probably live without that one.
Yeah.
Another good example that seems to surprise a lot of people, maybe not, I don't know. Inner Sandman by Metallica.
Yeah.
Don't need to hear it again. I just
would
don't.
agree with that.
Awesome song,
Yeah.
great riffs, great you know
Fantastic.
solo, all that stuff. But don't need to hear it again. Just don't. I'm good.
I would be more like I've listened to more on my own like when I'm picking a Metallica, I'm more likely to listen to like Death Magnetic or Kill 'Em All than I am to the Black Album in general.
Right.
Like Metallica Black is obviously a masterpiece, but I could go because I could literally just do Enter Sandman like that guy doing the solo on Freebird. Like, you know,
Right.
I can do Enter Sandman with my mouth if I need to. Like, it's fine. That's what your mom
Right.
said. Anyway, yeah. So that is a good question. Go ahead, anybody in the chat. Old McDonald. What we got? Old McDonald from Sam, the Sham, and the Pharaohs. Nobody probably hears. I don't know that, but
I don't know that.
you have
Showing our
literally
age a
listened
little
to
bit.
that enough to be done.
That's an interesting one. Yeah. I can go with an entire discography. Realistically, Nirvana. Don't need to hear it again. I don't need any more Nirvana. Any of it. None of
Even
it. Not a single
Bleach?
one. Not even Bleach.
Oh,
None of it.
man.
I am a staunch Nirvana hater, and I will die on that hill.
Okay.
I don't like Nirvana at all.
I'm gonna wear
When
my
people bring up-
Nirvana shirt for our pod next week.
when now, you know, like I said, it's like you always say about the Jimi Hendrix thing. Take what you think I feel about Jimi Hendrix and put it to Nirvana,
Okay.
and that is
You
that is
actually
how I
hate
feel.
Nirvana.
I actually just do. I
What about the
dislike
Foo
Nirvana.
Fighters?
So, I had this weird thing. So the Foo Fighters music, they're fine. Okay, they just on that graph, they're
Thank you,
probably in like the kind of upper corner where they're like good and kind of fun, right? I can listen to a Foo Fighters song. That's fine. I always had this thing in my head where, and you call me crazy, I always try to think of like good celebrities. Like, are there any good celebrities? Are there any good people like in Hollywood or like musicians wise that are like truly like, you know, you have like chaotic neutral and chaotic evil and like whatever the other ones are. Like, I'm thinking like
right.
who is in that like top right corner of like really, really good.
Yeah.
And I always put Dave Grohl up there because I'm like, this dude doesn't have any kind of like weird thing going on. He kind of just is like a cool rock star. And then that whole thing
Basically
came
zero
out where he had,
controversy.
but then the whole thing came out where he had, you know, a baby with someone else while he was married. And I'm like, oh, well, that's going down the toilet
And they
now.
blew it. And they blew
I'm
it.
like, damn, who
They
do
always let you
who do I
down.
put in that part now? Yeah, it's like don't meet your heroes, and it's like it's so sad because
you can't worship people.
yeah,
That's why, you know, like we talked about last week when you were wearing the As I Lay Dying shirt.
yeah,
I am so good at separating the artist from the art because I don't care about them. I like what
Right.
they do, what they did, or what they do
right,
in terms of their art. But I'm not gonna say like I don't want my kids to idolize Jimi Hendrix. He died of a heroin overdose when he was 27 years old. Like
Right.
that's not what I'm trying. I don't want my kids to be like that, you know. And so like it's just really not worth it to, like you said, don't meet your heroes. It's not worth it to like put all your eggs in the Taylor Swift basket, because eventually you're gonna find out something you don't like about her.
But I gotta say, Jared James Nichols, you could come on here at any time. I'd
Yes,
love to meet you.
yes, we would love
You
to
are
meet you.
welcome.
Yes.
You are a hero I will meet.
Yeah.
Just don't
Nick
do anything
Berry
weird,
is
please.
also welcome.
Don't do
anytime.
anything weird or stupid or
Robert
bad.
Baker.
Just live. Yeah, Robert Baker, you're welcome on here too.
I think some people are really good at staying out of any kind of a mess for a really long
Yeah,
time. I
yeah.
just think eventually something always bites you, but nobody's perfect either. That's the other part. It's like humans are not perfect, so
Right.
there's bound to be something. If that's the worst thing Dave Grohl did, you know,
It's
that's
not cool.
Pretty minimal, man. Like,
Compared to what other people have done, I get it. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not one of those things where it's like bad time, like wrong place, wrong time. Like you can avoid doing that,
he didn't knock her up and lock her in his basement.
right?
You
like
know what I
it's-
mean? Like,
it could have been worse. Is it a scumbag move? Yeah, it is. I mean, you
Yeah.
can't say
You
it,
don't
but it's
want
like you
to be
said,
on a
nobody's
night.
perfect. Nobody's perfect,
right.
and I respect that. But there are some things that it's like, I mean, separating the art from the artist. I think that the poster child of that, in my opinion anyway, is Michael Jackson.
It is, and we're finding out more about that now, and it turns
Right,
out
because
it
of that
might have been
movie
the other
that-
way around. He
Yeah,
might
because of that
actually
movie.
not done a single thing to those kids except try to protect them from actual
Yes.
predators, which is
Yes.
crazy. To me, he was it for me for a long time, but with new information coming to light, kind of set him off to the side, and R. Kelly becomes like the number one for me, because I was a huge R&B fan, like in the early to mid '90s, like
Right.
Boyz II Men, R. Kelly, like Tevin Campbell, like Jodeci, like all that stuff. I listened
Right.
to all of it, you know, Michael and Janet, and like, you know, freaking En Vogue, like the list goes on. I know them all. But R. Kelly was the big one because I really liked his music. He was so talented, and he literally did like the most brutal stuff you could possibly do.
Well, and it's like,
Just heinous.
it's like, okay, so this, I guess maybe this would be something to, so like if you were going down the road and you heard somebody, and like you pull up to a red line, you heard somebody bumping Diddy next to you, like
Sure.
how do you look at that? Same kind of thing as R. Kelly. Like do you just like, oh yeah, you know, he maybe made, like, that song's cool, or he was featured on that song and it was cool. But it's like with me, I'm to the point where I'm like, so with my trivia stuff, okay, I don't make the music playlists anymore.
Yeah.
We used to, so I used to get to pick the songs, but now it's the company that makes the music playlist.
Okay.
Anytime, and I don't know why they still do it, anytime that they put "I'll Be Missing You" on there, I will tell everybody, I'm like,
I didn't pick
before I even
this.
start, I'm like, I didn't pick this, but I'm not playing it. I will stop it and I will play something else. If it doesn't
Right.
pertain to the question, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And so to me, I can separate the art from the artist, I guess maybe to a point.
It depends on the Diddy song. To your
Yeah.
point, I will
Yeah.
agree with you here. If he's saying stuff, which he often did, over a Mace track or over a Biggie track or something like that, where he's just like, I'm not listening to him, and I never did.
Yeah.
I never cared about his little producer talking over crap. Like, I don't care about his rapping. Like, he's not good. Never was. Everybody wrote his lines for him. But I can listen to plenty of Notorious B.I.G. without feeling any kind of way about it. Other than just like sadness for Biggie. You know, but yeah. I just don't. I don't really. I'm not going to listen to "I'll Be Missing You" because I never really was a huge fan of that song. Anyway, I'll listen to the one they sampled. The Sting song is great on its own.
Right. But here's the thing. I like the Police. I like Sting.
Yeah.
Sting gets all the royalties from "I'll Be Missing You." So it's
So,
like you're
same
listening to the
time.
song at the same time. It's
Yeah.
like, fuck Diddy.
You're not putting
But
money on
not-
Diddy's books.
Right,
in
we're
prison.
giving money to Sting, so it's like it's a rock and a hard place. It's
Yeah.
like, what do you do? You know. But I think Sting's okay with I'll just bump some police and be done with it. Put on Synchronicity and just
There you go.
let it ride.
Prince is a goat, by the way. Prince.
I would listen to Mother over any Diddy song.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Prince is a goat. He basically never. He's as saint-like as you could be, as far as the way he fought for artists and the music, and the way he battled the music industry. Very Tom Petty-like.
Very D. Snyder like.
Yeah, exactly. Like I love anybody like that. That
John Denver.
people that challenge those things to a degree, and they're like
Lars Ulrich.
I mean, Lars was annoying in his approach. He was not wrong in his.
He wasn't wrong.
He's just an annoying guy, but he's not wrong in his principles. So I never hated on Lars too much,
Right.
just because I knew where he's trying to come from, I guess.
God
2K per day.
Damn.
That's nuts, dude. Well, there you go.
Holy shit.
Reason not to turn it off. Everybody loves Sting,
Yeah, I love Sting.
especially the ladies, especially your mom.
Yes, Steve.
There you
Goated
go.
answer there.
That's the answer.
I hate U2. I
Okay.
cannot stand U2.
And-
Not as much as Nirvana, I will say, but U2 is another one that if it comes on the radio, I'm flipping the channel
Yep.
because I can't do
Yes,
it.
that is the correct response to any U2 song. There, in my office down in Portland, where I still work for the company, but we had a no U2 sign, like up on, like we were not listening to U2 on the radio at all.
No stairway.
Yeah,
Denied.
But the U2, did they ruin their legacy with the iPod that shipped with their?
I was
shitty
gonna
album
say,
on it?
I think
Is
I
that
think
the
that
moment?
I think that was a big hit to them because I remember that. Because my first iPhone was the iPhone 5, I believe, and it was I think it was on that one. It was either that one or the one shortly after. That was the first time I ever
Everybody's
had an
iTunes
iPhone.
had it on it.
And I
they
was like,
literally
why do I
imposed
have
that music upon us?
Right, and I'm like, what? Look, the idea of it was clever. Give everybody a free album, kind of thing, right? But
Make everybody have a free album.
make everybody have a free that they can't delete. If they could have made it where it's like, hey, we're gonna give you this music. If you don't want it, that's cool. Delete it from your library.
Furthermore,
you couldn't delete it. That was the big
Furthermore,
issue.
Did YouTube start the entire modding community by making an undeletable album on an iPod and forcing people to change the hardware or jailbreak the software? Were they responsible for jailbreaking on small electronics?
Could be.
Could be.
Could be.
Oasis, however, bring it.
And that Wonderwall for sure. Champagne
the-
Supernova, yeah, for sure.
If I will listen to those songs in the context of What's the Story, Morning Glory. as
Right,
a
I was
full
gonna
album.
say, yeah,
I will
yeah.
not switch those songs as they come up on the album when I listen to the full album. I'm still
Right.
looking for it on CD at the thrift shops because that album made me like want to be in a band.
Yeah.
I prefer like Don't Look Back in Anger.
Yeah, so that's a good song. I
you
could
know,
listen to that one still.
Don't Go Away.
Mm-hmm.
There are many songs. They're always telling you what to do. That's the one thing about Oasis. But, like I do love that album very much. So I won't change those songs in the context of the album. But if they come on the radio and something more important is happening, I'll flip the station.
Right.
Nickelback.
Yeah, there's a classic answer there. So
Have you listened to Dark Horse though? That
Yeah, I was gonna say, so
album
Dark Horse.
slaps, dude.
Yeah, so Dark Horse was not the worst thing that Nickelback's ever done. There is actually a song that's not Nickelback. It's Chad Kroeger. Yeah, I think that's how you say
Kroger.
it. I never Kroger, however it is. I don't ever remember how
Like
to say
the
it. I think
grocery store. Kroger.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So it's Chad Kroeger and Josie Scott from Saliva, and I think you all know what it is. It's Hero, what they did for the Spider-Man movie.
hero to save us.
So that song is, I like that song, and I can listen to it. I mean, I think it's an okay
It's a good
track.
song.
And I mean, Spider-Man's one of my favorite superheroes, to the point where when we went to Universal recently, I met Spider-Man, and
Dope, dude.
I took a photo with him, and he signed it,
Nice.
and he made a song for me. He said, Spider-Man, Spider-Man, signing autographs for my friend. And I'm like, oh my God, that is perfect. I love Spider-Man. So I'm like, okay, you know, I have that connection with that, you know, the superhero, and I love the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. Yes, even the third one. And yeah, so that's, you know, Nickelback should be a refund. Well,
Hey, we're all allowed, okay?
we are.
I think Nickelback they're the ultimate musical paradox because they sell
Yeah.
millions of dollars of tickets every time they go on tour. They sell out every single fucking place they go.
But
They
it seems like
sell
everybody hates
out
them.
everywhere. They are hugely popular. They're wildly successful and lucrative, and yet no one is hated more on the internet than Nickelback. There's a whole documentary about this phenomenon.
Yes.
It is
Yeah.
so odd. Like, it is the weirdest thing. It shouldn't, the two things should not exist. It's like,
Well-
they are, financially, they are the Taylor Swift of rock and roll. They are one of the most highly selling rock and roll groups of all time. They're like just below the frickin' Beatles.
Right. Yeah.
And yet, everyone hates them.
I can probably tell you why. It's because Chad Kroeger found a formula that was just radio rock friendly. He crafted the formula from listening
Yes.
to all of it. Like, we all know that.
Yep.
And they just continue to cash in on it. And I think that that's what people don't like, is that, I don't know if it's like the jealousy thing. To me, it's not a jealousy thing. I'm like, cool, if you figured it out, that's good on you. For me, it's, I don't really care for something about them, especially when it's the songs that are just like all, and I don't want anybody to think this about me, because I mean, this is completely contradictory to what we do here. All the songs that are just like, I have sex with so many girls, and I'm just like, I don't care. Like,
They
this
are kinda like
these,
that.
like bro anthem shit. I
They
hate it.
do. They're kind of they're like rappers in that way. They like
Yeah.
capitalized on womanizing culture of the time in a
So
way
with-
nobody else did.
With rap and hip hop, like, I don't want to say they get the pass. That's not the right way to put it. But you
They
listen
do,
to that, and it's kind of like, okay, it kind of fits into the. But like, to me, when you put rock over it, and it's just, like I said, it's bro anthems. Like, I mean, Five Finger Death Punch, another band that I could go completely without.
Yeah,
When it's just like,
this is an interesting.
we're just
take.
badasses all the time. Like,
Yeah.
I can't. It's cringy as fuck. I cannot stand it. Get it
Yeah.
out of here. Nobody needs it. And I'll tell you this: our neighbor across the street,
Loves Nickelback.
they love Nickelback. They love fucking any butt rock.
Yeah.
Any of them.
Speaking
they
of
love,
which,
they love Five Finger Death
Def
Punch. And they
Leppard
will.
is the '80s Nickelback. I mean, that's a strong
yeah,
case.
I could.
They were all over the radio.
Yeah.
They were a little
Pyromania
more-
was, but hey, Pyromania is a fucking great album.
It's a great album.
great album.
And Steve says Pearl Jam, he could go without listening to. I never liked Pearl Jam from the get-go. I don't like the guitar playing. I don't like the singing.
Really.
I don't. I know all the songs just from the radio. So I am actually with Steve on this one. I could go forever without listening to the unintelligible Eddie Vedder.
So Pearl Jam's a weird one for me. I like their hits.
Okay. Fair.
I mean, you know, to me, they are what they are. I'm not a big grunge person, to be honest. If I had to pick a grunge band that I kind of like the most, I would say maybe Alice in Chains was the one that I resonate the most with a little bit. But yeah, I think Pearl Jam, if they're on the list of like the big four of grunge, they're right above Nirvana. You know,
I would take Nirvana over Pearl Jam.
I would
grunge.
take any of them. I would take any band over Nirvana.
Like
I'll take
Alice
Nickelback
in
over
Chains
Nirvana.
was always a metal band. I never put them in the grunge category, even though they tried to do that just because they're from Seattle. Like they were metal to me.
I could see that.
And
There's a case there.
but it would definitely go like Alice in Chains is number one. What's the one with
God, you listen to Blue Gives Way to Black or whatever that album is, Black Gives Way to Blue, whatever it is.
Yeah.
That album is one of the best produced albums I've ever heard in my life. The one with I think it was the first album they put out after they got their new singer.
Right.
Holy shit. That is a fantastic. Check My Brain. What an insane way to kick off an album.
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit. That is
Yeah.
a great album.
Great. It was great. And it was cool that they were able to do that and find
Yeah.
somebody that sounded right and, you know, all that stuff. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I love that.
Just a side note to all that.
But, I mean, grunge definitely had plenty of hits and misses, but everybody was into it. So it was all hits, it seemed like, you know. But, yeah.
Judgment.
It's a fun look at that. All that 20 minutes of fodder just from old time rock and roll being the baseline song.
See, it's a great segment. And I got to give you the credit for that. That was your idea. That was great. I made the intro to it, so
You
I
did.
that.
Yeah, it's a team effort for sure.
I made the visuals. He made the prompt.
Well, the robots made the song,
but you prompted it. Yeah, so that's cool. And I didn't even talk on the subject that I wanted to talk about today. There was another one. I'll save it for next week. It's okay.
yeah,
It's all good.
absolutely.
it's a
Well,
good
guys, thanks for the hang. Good chat. Good stuff
Yeah.
today. Really appreciate it. Thanks to
Comment section was going.
the foraging urban farmer for jumping in, being our first female chat member.
Absolutely.
That was awesome. So we're moving up in the world, I think.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are. I should have I meant to repost those videos that I uploaded that should direct people here. I gotta get better about sharing that kind of stuff.
No sweat.
hey,
we'll
regular
play a
viewers, you
little
guys know
stinger
where
on the
we're
way
at.
out.
Yeah. We will,
And
absolutely.
we'll catch y'all next week right back here at your mom's house.
Absolutely. I'll let you pick one.
On the OnlyFrets podcast, our action is always high, just how your mom likes it. Tune in to the OnlyFrets podcast on YouTube, live from your mother's house, every Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Pacific.